I don't want nothing but love inside.
Welcome back to it, guys, in our morning show as we are getting ready to cross some borders, or waters at least, via Zoom. Because joining us this morning, we have live from Barbados, Calpy and friends.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We're going to get into it straight because the island stage for South by Southwest is a phenomenal experience. And of course, Miss Vivian is joining you, Calpy's manager, that is, and the CEO of FPP Global and founder of Therapy, the entity responsible for creating the island stage. Also joining us via Zoom is Melissa Jimenez, Music TT General Manager. So let's get into it, guys. Good morning and welcome properly.
Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's feeling great.
We are. Well, not really me, because from the sound of things, you might be coming for my job. You're going to be pioneering, of course, the island stage along with Miss Vivian. You guys decided to do this, but why? I mean, we know the value for artists to be seen on the international stage from the region, but really and truly, you've already started to do that. So tell me, what was the idea? What was the inspiration? Why did you decide to do so?
I mean, you know, as an artist, so I've been an artist who has done genres outside of like normal Trini genres like calypso, soca, but I find ways to incorporate them into my music because it's something that's so very much part of our culture and upbringing. Right. So I've been blessed to been given opportunities to travel and open for things like South by Southwest. You know, this is the second year I've been invited to South by Southwest. But what was interesting this year was, because it wasn't physical and it was online, the question was, how do we now not make it random, for lack of a better word? Because I would go to I would go to Texas and be put on a world stage, right, and be classed with acts from Korea, from all different parts of the world, different genres. And we posed the idea of, why not make it an island stage so that all of the acts is now dedicated to Caribbean music and spreading Caribbean genres and putting them to the forefront of the international global stage, the music stage. So yeah, South by Southwest came on board and they supporting it strong. And you know, I'm so happy to see that, to be honest, and is a blessing, you know, because this is the next step.
Right. You're going to be doing dual duty though, because you are performing on the stage as well as hosting, correct?
Yeah.
Now, as I said, you're coming from a job, so we'll have little words afterwards. But Miss Viviana, as his manager, I imagine there would have been a lot of background work to be done to have him do those dual duties, to generally be involved. So tell me what that prep was like.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I was obviously introduced to Caribbean music through Calpy, and managing him, I've found a lot of gaps that we don't have internationally. So gaps as where brilliant artists from the Caribbean don't have those platforms to be able to then showcase in front of the international music scene. So with Calpy, we've been blessed enough to have these smaller opportunities and really build. And there's a lot of marketing strategy that goes into releasing an artist. It's not just about music. And this is where these platforms come in very, very handy. And right. South by Southwest have come on board, and they've now committed to actually having the island stage year on year, which means that for other artists like Calpy and working with organizations such as Music TT, we know that next year the groundwork has already been done. So it's about finding these artists now and actually offering them an opportunity that now exists. And I think that's really important to Calpy, is to try and open those doors so that other artists can come through, because together they're actually stronger. You know, we don't believe in competition in music because we don't believe that anybody is actually
better than the other when it comes to art.
Who is the judge of what is good music? You know, it's actually a preference. So if you eliminate competition and just try and find allies, then everybody gets to hear music.
And everybody wins, you know, that's the whole point. Strength in numbers.
Right. I'm tempted to ask you your thoughts on the Grammys then, but we'll get to that at another date. we can always get into that. Because you did mention Music TT's involvement, and then Ms. Jimenez, I want to jump to you a little bit, because your role is going to be a little bit more complex in the sense of being remotely operating, but all the same very integral. So how does Music TT play into this new venture, so to speak?
Well, officially we are a sponsor slash partner for the event, and we're really grateful to you, Calpe, for actually spearheading this and, you know, really putting the Caribbean, the wider Caribbean in their face per se. So that's really, really good. Kudos to you.
Blessings, blessings. Blessings for being a part, to be fair, you know. Takes two, you know.
Yeah, and it's really important for us to have local organizations support it, because that's what we need. We need people, you know, organizations that are connected with the actual people to then help us use these international platforms. So we were really excited, and we've got loads more work for Melissa over there to come next year. She's going to be very busy.
I think this opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago will definitely open that door a lot wider, you know, because we've always had artists that have been going to South by Southwest and a number of other music conferences worldwide. But I think because South by Southwest agreed to have an island stage, you know, more prominence is placed on Caribbean music that way. It's just a matter for us now to make sure that voice is heard, because even though they've given us this stage, it now comes down to marketing and how loud we can individually and collectively shout, because South by Southwest has so many things going on at the same time. It's up to us now to really make sure that our voice is heard. They've given us this platform, so we really have to shout it out there.
Well, Calpe, let me ask you to shout, because to someone who doesn't know what the festival is like, I think Ms. Hammond has hinted to it a little bit, that there's so much going on. You've been there in the regular situation, the pre-COVID version, so that usually is like a couple days of activity simultaneously happening, right? Could you describe it perhaps to a non-South by Southwest fan, so to speak?
So yeah, it's exactly like what you said, and it's dope because you get to go to Texas, Austin, you know, and I can't wait for this to become a physical stage, because I know it's going to be incredible. But it's literally in Austin, and there are performances, there are venues literally everywhere. Every bar, everywhere is a venue for a different style of music, different types of artists. There are different stages for different genres of music. 1 year in particular, I was part of the World Russian stage. And that's just an idea, just to show you how, like, it could not be very specific. And that's why we're trying to make it more specific, because Caribbean music is very much at the forefront. People just don't know where it comes from. When you listen to things like Ariana Grande, like Justin Bieber, Drake, listen to all of those types of music, and you'll realize how much Caribbean, how much dancehall, soca, calypso influence is in that music.
Absolutely.
So it's just a matter of, like you said, shouting and making sure they realize, oh wait, this way is actually from, you know, and
Totally agree.
There's also like networking things that when you go there, there's it's a conference as well. So it's a lot of industry people will go to South by Southwest. So it's actually the perfect platform for artists to actually showcase in front of industry people.
And definitely a reason to jump on board. Go ahead. Now, Ms. Jimenez, I'm switching up in between the three of you because there's a lot of information to be got. But in that case, if we have something as diverse and as wide-reaching as a festival in multiple locations simultaneously happening, of course, COVID aside, is it something that Music TT is going to actively pursue more of, perhaps to replicate something similar locally? Do we have those sorts of plans in the pipeline, so to speak?
Locally, we do have that already in the pipelines through our live music district for those artists that are resident here. So that program helps to do that locally. And that has been running since 2017. Advent of COVID, of course, we just easily switched online to that. And then last week, we recently had the first incarnation of the live music district through the Gospel Music Awards. So we have a lot more to do for 2021 where that is concerned. But we are definitely looking forward and being, continue to travel that excitement into 2022 to see where this island stage goes and follow that journey and very much be a part of that journey.
And speaking of the journey, it continues because the show is on from March 16th to 20th. That's South by Southwest altogether. And in terms of the streaming, it's exclusively from Friday, March 19th. And that is 9 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago time. So if we wanted to see you guys, Calpe and friends, as I like to say, how are we going to find you guys?
So as you said, like this one is firstly exclusive to South by Southwest, but after that exclusivity period, we're going to definitely have it available in some form for the public to see and see how dope, you know, the music is and how much quality is in this music. You know, I'm really excited for it. So just be patient. It's coming, promise.
You've got a really incredible lineup. We've got performances from persons throughout the Caribbean, that is. And I am really looking forward to seeing how you double backstage, come back out, get a guitar, go back onto the mic. I hope you have a lot of fun because you need to bring that energy virtually. And so challenges aside, guys, best of luck. I hope it's going to be a fantastic show. And who knows who's going to make the stage next year and the year after that and the year after that. That was your cue to tell me who's going to be on the next stage. No? No names?
I mean, we want to keep it a surprise, you know what I mean?
Like,
but we have got a lot of allies on the stage, like, you know, acts like Proteges Camps, Chronix's Camp, Coffee, Skip Marley. You know, obviously COVID didn't allow for those borders, and a lot of artists in Trinidad that were supposed to come over. Kes the Band, Freetown Collective. But unfortunately, we had to just have it in one place, and Jamaica was that place last year, but you never know.
Yeah. Come on, Trinidad, we coming next. Let's go, let's get ready.
I'm ready, Music TT is ready, Calvi is ready, and we are going to be cheering you on virtually from our TV sets and our laptops as we get ready to see you guys take on South by Southwest Island Stage, guys. Big things are happening for the Caribbean. So again, congrats on the move. We're looking out for it. And of course, you need to stay tuned to find out how you're going to be able to view that post-exclusivity of South by Southwest. You guys